Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alfred. I'm continuing my look at Clockwork Empires. We're now at Beta 53, so this is something of a special episode. I'm not going to do my usual thing where I just wait a second. What is this? Okay, some sort of event arc. I'll explain what I'm doing in a second, but first of all, if we look on the right edge of the screen, you'll see here there's been an event. A call unanswered. Also, it's sunny. I knew that. Elias Coalscoffle assures his fellow colonists that he feels fine, perfectly fine. But later, other colonists quietly mention that he sometimes mutters to himself, "Great work unfinished." So, I think maybe that's the beginnings of an event that is similar to the strange moods that your dwarf craftsmen sometimes get in Dwarf Fortress. I think this actually represents an event arc that a previous player failed to fulfill. So I'm just going to say, well, stiff upper lip, deal with it. Yeah, this is not my colony. This is the Gaslamp Games official forums community colony. So what we do every now and then, we play a succession game. Again, it's something you might be familiar with Dwarf Fortress or maybe some other colony type games, where we draw up a list of participants. Everybody plays for a short amount of time. Actually, I better pause the game for now. Short amount of time. In this case, 3 in-game days, in which they administer the colony as they see fit. We recommend nobody try to actively destroy the colony, but otherwise do what you want. So you pay for 3 days, pass off the save file to the next person on the list. So in the official forums, we got a list of like 15, 18 people or whatever, and we've been passing it around. So I had a turn early on in the game, and now we've gone through the whole list and gone back to the start. So now it's my turn again. It's the morning of day 28, and here is the colony. Now it's been the tradition of the community colony to write up a report as a newly arriving overseer who complains about the state of the colony and does his best to keep things running, and writes a report for everyone else to read before passing the save file on. So that's what I'm doing here. Now, to do so, of course, I'm going to have to bear with me. I'm going to roleplay a little bit as Overseer Alfred. So if you'll put up with my hammy overacting, perhaps, let the power of imagination transport you away. And in doing so, you can see how an advanced colony in Beta 53 works. Now, I'll bring to your attention that the game has seen some hotfixes since, but in order to maintain interoperability between all versions, all participants in the community colony stay on Beta 53. Now, I know on the experimental branch, Clockwork Empires is up to Beta 53A, and I hear that 53B is in the works. But yeah, so this is the stable branch. Now close your eyes. Let my magical voice transport you away to the land of roleplay. Doodaloo, doodaloo. Yeah, okay. So it is I, Overseer Alfred. I'm back at this wretched colony. Once again, they've called on me to straighten things out here. At first glance, from my floating zeppelin, the colony looks busy enough. I see there's a bustling graveyard. And I see many, many projects underway. These icons indicate places where modules have been requested but are not available, so they haven't been built. I've had a look at the colony stockpile, and it seems that we have 31 colonists, of which 20 are lower class workers and 11 are overseers. We have a severe shortage of food. We don't even have enough food to feed people today. They'll eat poorly. We have a giant pile of raw food and no cooked food at all. If we look at our upkeep requirements, we have a severe shortage of novice trunks as well. So machinery is going to start breaking. We've just had a confused report. Odd Souderton. Colony is not clearly in good or bad condition, hence the confused report. Another thing I noticed in our stockpiles, we have practically no timber. For a colony this size, we have only 16 logs. And similarly, a very small amount of stone blocks. Now the kitchen, I note, is cooking. That's not the kitchen. Here's the kitchen. The kitchen is devoted entirely to cooking meat, which, well and good. I mean, everyone has to eat. We seem to have a lot of fish person steak in the stores for some reason. No, it's all being cooked, actually. And we're practically out of raw meats to cook, but we do have a fair amount of maize. So perhaps one of my first acts as overseer will be to order up, change the priorities of the kitchen to cook maize chowder instead of fish person steak. Let's see, we need cots, certainly. 31 colonists, and even at first glance I could tell we do not have nearly enough cots to accommodate everyone. And last but not least, of the things I've observed, we have no barracks whatsoever, and hence no military. Is this a barracks? Oh, it is a barracks, alright. We do have a barracks, we just have no military. So that's something I might want to concern myself with. I'm here only for a period of 3 days. I'm in as a specialist, and after 3 days' time, after I straighten this colony out, I am back to the homelands. Right. What was the first thing I wanted to do? So, time to fix up this colony. What are we building at the carpentry? Well, we're building artisan trunks, which we actually don't. We need novice trunks more than we need artisan trunks. We're building middle-class furniture. I suppose that's fine. Building middle-class furniture means we'll be able to increase the overseer limit on our existing middle-class houses, which is fine. I mean, I definitely need more workers. Yes, I could definitely do with more workers, both overseers and common laborers. So we'll change the priorities on the kitchen, since we are entirely out of fish person flesh, and meat for that matter. Change the priorities entirely to maize chowder. Now I'm going to assign multiple ovens to make maize chowder. They'll all respect the same upper limit, which means I'm just going to increase the rate at which maize chowder is produced. There we go. That should do for now. We're certainly going to need to increase our food production if we're going to keep up with the production of maize chowder. Let's see. How many unassigned crews do we have? Two. Two unassigned crews. They're doing all the odd jobs. Call the vicar. What's this? Colin seeking confession. Cannot find the vicar. Do we have a vicar? Yes, we do. Drusilla Cogson. And where are you? Oh, you're out here. Well, the vicar's at the chapel. Oh, what's this? A dormant spore. I've heard tell of these things falling from the sky. We have no use for them at present, but they seem to sell well. Do we have a trade house? Or a trade... Yes, somewhere to trade our goods? What's this? Oh, here we go. We do have a trading post. So if we have the opportunity to trade, I can trade away the spore, the mysterious spore. Alright, what was the next thing I was going to do? Overseer house, carpentry. Let's see. I need to produce the novice trunks, and to do that I am going to build another workbench. But also I think I'm going to suspend production of the novice trunks. First of all, we have surplus to requirements, and we definitely need the work. We definitely need to direct our labors elsewhere. So that should do for now. The mine shut down. What's going on? Oh, what the? So, pause for a second. A mine has halted work due to lack of upkeep. This is exactly what I was talking about. We didn't have enough novice trunks to repair all of the modules in town, and due to lack of repair, our many mine shafts have all they're not usable anymore. So they won't be fixed until we build enough novice trunks. Okay, fair enough. And the same fate is about to befall all the modules in the ceramics workshop. Right, where else can I produce novice trunks? Oh, and everything. Oh, the chemist. The chemist is also about to break down. Now, I believe the ceramics workshop is also able to produce novice trunks. Let's see. This is the barber shop, ceramics workshop. Okay, the ceramics workshop is actually actively producing novice trunks as we speak. I'm going to say this idle workbench can also produce novice trunks. So that should do for now. How are we doing on resources? We definitely need to chop down more trees. So I'm going to hide down here. I'm going to click on the chop trees stamp and designate these trees for harvest. Oops, wait a second. Oh, these trees are already designated for, oh my goodness, this is a lot of, some previous overseer has zealously marked the entire surrounding forest for harvest. Fair enough. Have they also done the same for harvesting boulders? No, he was probably getting boulders from the mine. Unfortunately, the mine is now shut down. So I'm going to say, for now, just hack up these rocks. And my time is running short because this is already the night of the 28th. Oops. Alright. What else? Let's see. We have a lot of fancy furniture in here and no place to put it. So this is furniture, this ornate cabinet and this fancy bookshelf. First of all, they need gold in their manufacture, so clearly at some point we had gold. And we've turned it into this fancy furniture, which can be placed inside the aristocrat's house. We don't even have an aristocrat's house. But when you do, it has to be furnished with super duper furniture like this. Once again, a call for the vicar, who is nowhere to be seen apparently. What do we have going? Oh my goodness, look at this job list. Ah, curse you, previous overseer. Alright, farming, construction. I would actually like to establish a second farm. Clearly, we need the production. Only producing a small amount of maize chowder. Do we have enough people assigned to the kitchen? Where is the kit? There it is. How many people do we have? A. Steel Robin's crew. Alfred Steel Robin, a man with a handsome sounding name. No, that's fine. All right. So what I really need is more common laborers. I suppose what I'm going to do then is I'm going to build some lower class housing. Let's say build one here. Every building needs a door. And I'm going to build another one beside it. Here we go. Alright, that's done. So, building these two buildings will require quite a lot of stone and logs, both of which we're actively harvesting, so we should be fine. Clearly nobody is maintaining the mine shafts, which is going to be problematic. We're going to run out of stone and other resources. Why? I have to question question the sanity of my previous overseers. Clearly, we've got a lot of extraneous resources here. Sulfur, glass bottles. We have so many glass bottles. I guess we've got some sand. Now, the glass that's produced from sand is clearly useful in making the overseer houses nice, and also making these practical table and chair sets, both of which increase our capacity for middle-class overseers. All well and good. They'll give us more overseers, which gets us more active work crews. I'm not sure why we have so many bottles, though. We don't have the ability to make any bottled foods. And of course, nobody is... what's going on here? The weather, which was sunny, I believe, is now just normally bright. So sunny weather means that your crops will grow more abundantly. And what? Also, there's a giant dead obeliskian here in the middle of the cornfield, and an alien spore. Well, I don't know about you, but I might give the corn chowder a pass. Oh, but new immigrants. New immigrants have arrived, filling our colony to capacity. 4 laborers. Excellent. I need more workers to do, in this case, hauling. So, in Beta 53, repairs, i.e. taking a repair trunk to a module in need of repair, was handled by unassigned laborers in crews that were not assigned to workshops. In 53A and going forward, laborers will actually, maintenance is performed by the work crew assigned to a workshop. So in this case, the miners themselves will take it upon themselves to repair the modules by taking repair trunks out of the stockpile, which only makes sense because right now the miners aren't mining. So I've got 4 laborers to assign. 1, 2. Actually, I'm going to assign everyone here 3, 4, so that all the non-workshop jobs can be dealt with. Again, a call for the vicar. Isn't the vicar right in here? Why isn't the vicar doing anything? Let's take a look at Drusilla Cogson. She's off shift. Oh, that's why. It's tea time. I can't count the number of times I've looked at my colony and said, nothing's happening. What's going on? Then I look at the time of day and it's tea time. So during tea time, of course, every colonist takes that shift off to wander about and drink tea. Tea time can last for 1 or 2 shifts. If a colonist is particularly satisfied with his lot in life, he may elect to work through the first half of tea time. But in any case, every colonist, and the entire colony, in fact, will take tea time off. So, that's why nothing was happening. But tea time is now over, and we're into early evening, and people are finishing off their shifts. We have received representatives from L'Auto Dictateur. He's charmed. He was charmed, and as such, relations have increased with the République Mécanique. Excellent. I'd be able to better take advantage of this if I had a foreign office. I am tempted to build one, but of course, my colony is currently in maintenance mode. Also, there's a giant beetle. I'll call to your attention that colonists are now willing to fight off threats of their own initiative. Is anyone going to take care of this beetle? He's eating my hard-won corn. This is... I need the labor. I don't have the spare bodies to we'll have to make do with Enoch Pint shooing the beetle. But if I had a proper military, they'd be killing the beetle. Of course, that needs another crew, which means I need more space for overseers. Perhaps that's something I can do in my 3rd day, since we are now on the evening of the 29th. And we have so many jobs to do. I don't have anything new for the colonists to do. In fact, they're probably already bogged down. So I'm just going to relax and let time speed by with the double speed button. Here we can see all the colonists turning in for the night. What is this? Ominous dreams. A colonist has had an ominous dream. Well, fair enough. Yes. And of course we incurred crop damage. How are we doing for food? Well, our ability to produce food has not. Colony is actually in dire straits regarding food. So I'm going to take it upon myself. We're going to have to establish a second cornfield. If there was this, we have the... I'm going to put it back here, I guess. Let's clear this terrain. And I'm going to have to assign a crew to farm it, unfortunately. But better we don't starve. So I'm willing to sacrifice the growth of the colony for the ability to feed ourselves. So, I'm going to take 1 worker from Edwina Brazenly, put you in Odd Souderton. Edwina Brazenly, you and your 1 worker can go farm this 1 field. Again, there's a call for the vicar, which, well, can't really help that. I mean, I've told the vicar to get over there. Alright, so we've established a second cornfield. I've tried to rebalance the colony's priorities. At least somebody has now repaired all the modules. Inger Hairlip had a dream about a mysterious city. Well, Inger Hair... Ooh, the overseer of the Chumpish Cutters. Let's take a look at you. Oh, this was a bad reaction, causing her despair to increase. She's very sad now. This is not a colony in good condition. Good thing they called in me to fix everything, right? Let's see. Population, but oh my goodness. Normally these should all be smiley, happy faces. We've got a fair number of people who are angry, and many who are primarily afraid. I do hope we... No! Well, so what's happened here is the carpentry, which is actually my main source of novice upkeep trunks, has become disabled because we were unable to upkeep the carpentry workbenches. This has the side effect of crippling our ability to produce novice upkeep trunks. We do have some in stock, so I guess... Well, let's see. So the carpentry requires 5 upkeep trunks a week. We have 4 in stock, and of course the ceramics workshop is also busy producing novice upkeep trunks out of stone. We have 0 stone, but on the plus side, the mine is operational again, which means we should produce stone. And of course, I've asked my colonist to mine this stone here. So we should be able to produce the one... Oh, the carpentry's fixed. Forget everything I just said. We've got incoming traders. Maybe he'll want this spore. Let's see what they've got. Rare paintings. Actually, I want these logs and this stone more than anything. And this upkeep trunk. I'm going to trade anything I can to get those. I can see they've built this laborer bunkhouse. Just for completing the building, our laborer cap has been increased by 2, and then presumably because some other furniture got completed and placed into one of these other laborer accommodations, the cap is increased a further 2. So we can actually accept 4 more laborers. And when this building is completed, we'll be able to accept another 2. And already it's the midday of the 30th day. So this will be my last day in the colony, at which point I will wrap up what I'm doing and submit my report to the Gaslamp Games official forums along with my formal report as temporary overseer. Alright, traders have arrived. I'm going to pause the game here for a second. So I haven't designated anything to trade yet, but these are the things I want. So, where is that, where's that dormant spore I saw earlier? I know it was here somewhere. I'm a little disappointed if I can't trade it. This is worth quite a bit. Well, I'll see if I can find it later. Alright. What do we have far too much of? Glass bottles. 26 in this pile, 7 in this pile, so we'll say... Designate glass... God, there we go. Designate glass bottles as a trade good. Same here. Sulfur. We certainly don't need all this sulfur. Sulfur can be used to make tonics at present. I don't think we're in a position. I think we need the raw stone more than we need sulfur tonics. I'm not even sure we have the ability to produce a sulfur tonic. Ooh, what's this? Oh, somebody mined up a tenebrous block out of the mine. I don't know if there will be a use for that yet. Certainly for now it has a high trade value and no other use. So certainly I'm willing to trade that. Well, I can't find the spore. Always been the last place I was looking. Come on, I had a trade value of 500. Oh, here it is. Haha. Dormant spore. Cannot trade it. That's weird. So the tooltip seems to indicate that it has a fairly high trade value, but I am not able to select it for trade. That's mildly disappointing. Fair enough. Alright. Stall making traders, how would you like this tenebrous block? Although black as the blackest night, it glows with an eerie light. Also have some sulfur. Willing to trade you quite a lot of it, and maybe some glass bottles. In return, I'm interested in your logs, all of them, and also your stone, all of it, and also your trunks, and just because I seem to be a clay. There we go. Equal trade value. This is the trade I propose. This is the trade I propose. Sorry, old chum, but some of our goods have disappeared. What are you talking about? I'm reading the error message there. Did I request more than they have to trade? Let's see. Logs, stone, trunks. Oh, there we go. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Fair enough. I took a small loss, but I got lots and lots of vital resources. So I traded away some things we didn't need, and in return I got logs, stone, upkeep trunks. Yes, excellent. So I haven't grown the colony much. I've just been almost literally just putting out fires. But I think the colony is in a better condition than I found it in, anyway. I suppose these are no longer trade items. Can't undesignate them, that's fine. Bandits have arrived. The gang known as Cyril's Nasty Lads. 5 bandits. That's just reports from scouts indicating that there are bandits nearby, not that they're attacking or anything, just letting me know ahead of time. I'm sure it won't be a problem despite our lack of military. And so the evening falls upon the community colony, day 30. Traders are now leaving, fair enough. Thank you for your business, sirs. I notice you're leaving in all different directions. And, ooh, what's going on here? Oh my goodness. So, I was wrong, the bandits were aggressive. However, my colonists have taken to beating them with their fists. Which is why there's a dead bandit here. And a horde of colonists chasing 2 armored men. I suppose that's fine, and here we are. Bandit can flee no further. This is going to take a long time. Colonist fists are not... they don't do a lot of damage. And armored bandits are protected from physical damage. Well, we'll leave this beating in progress. I can see a previous overseer has instituted a policy of burying bandit corpses instead of just dumping them at the edge of town, which is a good practice in the name of hygiene. Unattended corpses spawn blights that will attack your crops. And bandits appreciate it when you bury their dead raiders. Nonetheless, best not to leave a giant pile of ichor here at the edges of town. Oh, for future overseers, I'll note we have some wild grapevine growing on the edges of town as well. Glass panes ready to construct these windows. Oh, even more. We are beset on all sides. No worries. All right. Mazefield Beta is it has been tilled and is currently in the process of being seeded. And my weary fistfight happy colonists are returning to town. So that's been my turn at the community colony. I now return you to your regularly scheduled broadcast. So, yeah, that's where we're at with the community colony. It's day 30. I think I've done a pretty good job of keeping things running anyway. I've sorted out some weird production kinks. Oh, there's a deer in town. And some fishmen. And... what? Why? Well, you know what they say. The beatings will continue until morale improves. All right. So the dubious fishman menace has been taken care of. I think that deer. Oh, a strange meteor. Strange meteor has arrived. Where did it land? Who knows? Nowhere in visual range. I'll leave that for the next overseer to take care of. This has been a little slice of a look at the current state of Gaslamp Games, in particular the community colony, Beta 53. Oh, we discovered more tenebrous blocks in the mine. We could destroy it, or we could let someone research it, or we can keep it for selling. We sold the last one, so I think we'll keep this one for research, because I believe the colony has a functioning laboratory. Excellent. I'm going to pause the game here. So, that's Gaslamp Games Clockwork Empires. It's a game in early access. It's available for purchase on Steam, the Humble Store, and also Gaslamp Games' own website. I do these looks at Clockwork Empires approximately once a month. If you're interested in playing in a future community colony, because I believe, I don't know how much longer this one will go on for, but it's been going on for some time. Might still be open for people to join. Anyway, pop into the official forums if you're interested, and keep your eyes open for a future community colony. I hope this video has given you some of the flavor of the game anyway, and how it plays at a later stage of development, which I don't typically get to in my solo playthroughs. Thanks very much for tuning in, and I will catch you next time.